Hi everybody. I took a trip to World Market today. I was mostly looking for a beaded candy cane placemat, which I did find, but I will save for another video. I picked up a couple snacks. Let's start with the chocolate bars. So, this is one I've gotten before. The Cadbury Dairy Milk Fruit and Nut Bar. It's a very smooth milk chocolate with, I believe, almonds, maybe peanuts, I'm not sure, I don't remember. What does it say? Almonds. And dried fruit. I think they're just raisins. Makes for a nice little snack to pop in your bag or your purse and have a couple bars. Because of the little bit of protein from the almonds, it just fills you up a little more. Next up is a company I never know how to say. Tony's. Tony's Chocolate-Lona-Lona-Lee. Tony's makes chocolate. There we go. I have never tried this one before. Chocolate chip cookie. Milk chocolate chip cookie. I don't know. It looks like it is milk chocolate with dark chocolate pieces, I think. Looks pretty good. This one, I have a helper over here. This one is the Ben & Jerry's Chocolate Love Affair. Fair as in like a county fair. Nice blue, red, green, and yellow wrapper. You're trying to open the next thing. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're silly. Anybody else really like Ben & Jerry's fish food ice cream? I find that to be very delicious. It's got chocolate ice cream, caramel, marshmallow, and little chocolate fudge pieces. I'm a big Rocky Road fan. Other than that, I don't get much Ben & Jerry's. That's really the only flavor I get. But I have had this before. You're silly. You're silly. And it's really yummy, and I highly recommend it. But I'm not going to be eating the chocolate today because I really want to try mixology sampler 5-pack of flavors. Perfect for cocktails, iced teas, lemonades, mocktails, and sodas. So we have almond, coconut, which I probably won't partake of, and maybe give to a friend. Grenadine, which I have never tried. I never... Could you stop? Could you stop? Did you just want to make your big screen debut? Huh, Hollywood? Yeah. Grenadine, which I've never tried because, I don't know, I just never had a Shirley Temple as a kid, so I have no idea if I like it. Raspberry, which I'm really excited to try, and strawberry. I've had their strawberry puree before, or maybe it's a similar but different company, so I know I like that. Yeah. So, no chocolate because I want to mix these in with my favorite beverage in the whole world. And I know it's got to be a sometimes thing, right? It's a naughty little beverage. These are not from World Market. These are very, very, very old, and I got them from a family member who did not know that I collect Coke memorabilia and had them and almost got rid of them. And then thankfully realized that I would like them. We had a shared family member pass away, and as we were each picking out a few items from their home, I picked out a Coca-Cola tin, which if you watch my silly carnival worker roleplay, you saw that. So I thought that I would try 2 of these. So best sound ever, right? Let's try the Grenadine. At World Market they had a spring sampler, which obviously it's not spring, it's October, but I think they just had it left over. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? Because that's not coming out. That's kind of silly. That's silly. I don't really want to destroy the box, but I kind of think I have to. What else did they have? Oh, they had like a coffee one, so like toffee, almond, probably vanilla or like a butterscotch, but I don't drink coffee, so I didn't do that. This is the almond. I don't know. I'm tempted to try that today as well. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, just not for me. Can't do coconut. Can't do it. Yeah, I think we're gonna try that one. And then I know I will like that. Did anybody try the Space Coke when that came out? I really, really wish that I had bought more of that because I loved it. It had a raspberry flavor because apparently some of the compounds... Oh, it smells like cough syrup. Apparently some of the compounds in Space are found in raspberries. I've tried all the iterations of Coke that have come out over the past, I don't know, 2 years. That's really been the only one I liked. I don't really care for spiced Coke. I wish I did, because that doesn't seem to have sold very much, or maybe they just made more of it than the other varieties because it's everywhere still. Whereas I feel like the other flavors have sold out pretty quickly. There was one that was just way too coconut based for me. Alright, Coke with grenadine. Let's see. I honestly can barely even tell it's in there. Not bad. It honestly is so similar to the flavor of regular Coke. You know what? I'm going to try the raspberry in with this. If I am onto something, I'm going to be pretty excited. If grenadine and raspberry is how you get Space Coke, then I'm a pretty happy camper, right? Then I am a pretty happy camper. Let's see. Fingers crossed. That is pretty darn close. I mean, it's been a while since I had that kind of Space Coke, whatever. I don't know if I had an official name and I'm just calling it Space Coke, but yeah, maybe Galaxy, I don't know, Star, I don't know. That is pretty damn good. Ooh, happy with that. Yeah, wow. What I like is that this is just a teeny bit bitter, like it's just not really sweet, which is nice. So then when the raspberry is, ooh, I recommend that. Nice. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna do a weird thing. I'm gonna put some almond in. I have no idea if that's gonna be any good or not. We're gonna find out. I used to hate almond flavoring. Hate it. And then all of a sudden one day, about, I hope that wasn't too much. One day about like 3-4 years ago, I thought it still kind of smelled a bit intense, but I loved the taste. Like almond pastry, like, what's it called? All I can think of is croissant, but that's not right. Oh, a Danish. I had the best almond Danish. It was divine. Divine. Alright, this is either amazing or super weird. Or both. It's not bad. It's kind of like spiced Coke. It's Christmassy. Like the hot roasted sugared spiced almonds you can get at Christmas time. I don't hate that either. Maybe with like a touch of vanilla in it, that could be dangerous. That would make a nice cocktail, right? Wow. Okay, so lesson learned. I'm gonna keep trying these tasty little things from World Market. The spring one had lavender, blackberry, remember what else. You never know. I mean, if this worked, psh, who knows, right? One thing I have not tried is the Oreo Coke, because I was really bummed that only comes in Coke Zero, right? I'm not a fan of Diet Coke or Coke Zero. I just don't do well with those types of sweeteners. They give me a headache, and I don't like how they taste. So I was really bummed. I was hopeful that that was something that would be fun to try. And every time I go to the store, I walk past the actual Oreos, but I didn't realize they had the popping candy in them. I don't know if I would like that. I have a video on my channel with some food taste tests, and I tried a popping candy chocolate, and it's kind of different. It's not something I really need to pay $4 or $5 for, you know. So I think it'll be one of those things where if it's at like a potluck or a staff lunch, I will definitely try it. But I'm not gonna buy a whole package for myself, I don't think. Once I saw these, I got the idea to do the video with the Coke. And on my way out, I saw that this Garrett's cheddar corn, or what I would call cheddar popcorn or cheese popcorn, was 55% off. I have no idea how you decide that something is going to be 55% off instead of just half off. Probably just getting stale, but sorry if you don't like that loud of a crinkle. I don't know if there's an expiration date on this. Oh, yeah. November 30th. So, it doesn't have much longer. But, now that it's open, it won't last. So, we're fine. I always figured I'd get something a little salty if I was gonna crack open a Coke. I live in the northern Midwest, so we call it pop. And the only time that I ordered a Coke from a sit-down restaurant in Florida was when I was too young to remember if the waitress said Cokes, and I say, yeah, what kind? Coke. So, I've heard that carbonated beverages, pops, in some places can be called Cokes, and they say what kind. But yeah, I don't remember. That doesn't go together. The almond is pretty cool and nice, but does not go with cheese corn or cheesy popcorn. I don't know. I never call it cheese corn. I was bummed because I saw some TikToks previewing the holiday setup at World Market, and the one I go to, the display wasn't finished. But I was glad I found the one thing I was really looking for. There were some other things that I'm pretty sure I can tell where they were going to put it on the shelf. Kind of a pastel ceramic village. That's the best I could describe it. I could tell where they were going to put it, but it wasn't out. Thought I'd have a little caffeine because I have a work thing to go to. Gotta gear up, get some energy to go do that. Are the leaves turning color where you live? We had, about 3-4 weeks ago, we had the tops of a few trees really start to turn red, and then it got really dry. Really, really dry for the rest of the month. And so I kind of thought maybe by now that more of the leaves would be turning. Especially since the field corn is all dried out and they're harvesting that. But no, we're still rocking mostly green. I don't think we're supposed to reach our peak fall color for another like 2 weeks maybe. My least favorite thing is when just as the leaves are turning color, it rains and rains and windy days just blows it all down and it's just over. Because I love fall. It's my favorite season. It's so nice to put on layers, but not a coat yet. I love, love, love when you just need a cardigan or a sweater for the day, but you don't need a coat. Where you can get away with jeans but sandals, or like a capri but a long sleeve on top. I love that. Always been my favorite. I've only ever lived in a temperate climate with all 4 seasons. I don't know what I would do if I were somewhere subtropical or tropical. I think I would miss the snow. Because even though by, February, March, I'm absolutely sick of it, to not have it at all, I think would be strange for me. It kind of helps me mark the time, I have a full-size peach syrup. Like I said, I had the strawberry, but it was in the puree, which was really nice. It didn't work with pop as well as I think like this kind of syrup will. It was nice on ice cream though, but that had been open long enough that I, finished up as much as I could, and then it needed to be tossed. I just wish that there was a difference between, somewhere between this size and the giant, giant bottles, because those are just too much of a commitment. Put the chocolate back out. So, can of Coke plus chocolate would have me like vibrating. I just probably never stop talking, which I already kind of don't anyway. So I'm not gonna do that. The only critique I have about this is it's just really tricky to break apart because they're so big. But you definitely get your money's worth. They had a sampler of like this size, like maybe like inch and a half wide, little bars. That was very tempting. Almost fell in the cart. Sorry if the glare's too bad. By the time I got back from running my errands, it's pretty close to noon, so the angle of the sun makes a little bit of a glare through the living room window. Alright, well, I hope that wherever you are, that you are having a lovely, lovely day or night. And that if it is night and you're trying to get to sleep, I hope that you do soon. I really appreciate you stopping by to chat with me. And if you're still here at the end of the video, I really appreciate you. And I hope you're okay. And I hope that you're safe and warm and happy. And that you get to do something you really want to do. And it makes you smile.